Hello, dear children. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Jisha Jo. In this session, we shall discuss some of the important give reasons which you can expect from the chapter Transpiration. More transpiration occurs from the undersurface of dicot leaves. The reason? Because in dicot leaves, more number of stomata are present on the undersurface. The number of stomata are more on the undersurface of a dicot leaf, and hence more transpiration occurs from the undersurface of dicot leaves. Leaves of certain plants wilt during midday. That is because the rate of transpiration exceeds or is more than the rate of absorption of water by roots. That is the reason why plants wilt during midday. The rate of transpiration exceeds the rate of absorption of water by the roots. Balsam plants wilt during midday even if the soil is well watered. Again, the same answer. During midday, since it is very hot, the temperature is high, the rate of transpiration will be much more than the rate of water absorption by the roots. Even though the soil is well watered, the absorption rate will be less than the rate of transpiration. That is why balsam plants wilt during midday even though the soil is well watered. Okay, so next question. Transplanting of seedlings to a flower bed in the evening is better than doing so in the morning. Because in the evening we know the temperature is not so high and the stomatal opening remains closed or constricted during the evenings. As the temperature is not so high, no photosynthesis is taking place, stomata remain constricted, and as the stomata remain closed, the loss of water by transpiration will be less during the evenings, and the turgidity of the plants can be reacquired fast during the evenings. That is why transplanting of seedlings is done in the evening. During evenings, the temperature is less, the transpiration rate is very low as the stomatal openings are closed, and hence the plants can regain their turgidity very soon. That is why transplanting of seedlings is done in the evening. Desert plants tend to have thick cuticle. Why? The reason is to reduce transpiration or to prevent transpiration. More transpiration occurs during daytime. Yes, more transpiration because during daytime the stomata remain open. So as to take in carbon dioxide, or for the gaseous exchange. During daytime photosynthesis is taking place, so for gaseous exchange to take place, the stomata remain open during daytime. So whenever the stomata is open, transpiration will take place. So more transpiration occurs during daytime. A higher rate of transpiration is recorded on a windy day because when the wind blows, the water vapor released by transpiration is removed faster from the area outside the leaf, and the area outside the leaf is not saturated with water vapor, as the wind removes the water vapor that surrounds the leaves. So the rate of transpiration will be higher on a windy day. In some xerophytes, leaves are modified to spines. Again, the reason is to reduce transpiration. To reduce transpiration, leaves of certain plants, xerophytes, as in the case of cactus, you can see that the leaves are reduced to spines. It is an adaptation made by the plant to reduce transpiration. Leaves of certain plants roll up on a bright sunny day. Again, the same reason, to reduce transpiration. Rolling of leaves reduces the surface area, exposed area of the leaves, and thereby reduces the rate of transpiration. Leaves of Nerium are narrow with sunken stomata. So narrow leaves and sunken stomata are adaptations of leaves to reduce transpiration. Narrow leaves means there is reduced surface area, so the number of stomata will be less, and as a result the rate of transpiration will be less. Sunken stomata, the stomata are not exposed but they remain sunken, and so the rate of transpiration is again low. So narrow leaves and sunken stomata are adaptations made by the plant to reduce transpiration. Transpiration is a necessary evil. Why do we say that transpiration is a necessary evil? Transpiration is actually something which is not or it can be considered as an evil to the plant. Why? Because it is actually the loss of water. Loss of water in the form of water vapor is taking place in the process of transpiration. But here it is a necessary evil. So what is the reason that you will write? You can write about the significances of transpiration. That is, you can mention about the cooling effect. Transpiration gives a cooling effect to the plant. Then you can write about transpiration helps in the ascent of sap by producing a suction force from the top of the plant, and also transpiration helps in the distribution of water and mineral salts. Even though transpiration results in the loss of water from the plant body, it is actually a necessity to the plant because of all these reasons, because of the cooling effect which it provides, because of the suction force which it provides for the upward movement of water and minerals, and also transpiration helps in the distribution of water and minerals. Transpiration has great significance to the plant. Again, the reasons which we have mentioned now, the significance of transpiration, that is what you have to write here. Forests contribute in bringing rain. Okay, so you can just write one example of that. A large apple tree can lose about 30 liters of water per day. So in a forest, large number of trees are there. So if each tree contributes such huge amount of water into the atmosphere, then what happens? The moisture of the atmosphere increases and it helps in bringing down rains. So forest has large number of trees, and each tree contributes a large amount of water vapor into the atmosphere through transpiration, which increases the moisture of the atmosphere and brings down rain. So forests contribute in bringing rains. Droplets of water are seen on the leaf margins of certain plants during early mornings. What is the process there? Guttation. So give reason. What is actually happening there? So in such conditions, normally guttation takes place in humid conditions. So in humid conditions, transpiration will not take place. But even then, the roots of the plants will continue to absorb water from the soil. So this builds up a hydrostatic pressure inside the plant, which forces out the excess water directly from the vein endings. That is what is happening there. So droplets of water are seen on the leaf margins of certain plants during early mornings. The reason, what will you write? During early mornings, even though the transpiration is low, the roots continue to absorb water from the soil. This in turn builds up a pressure inside the plant, which forces out the excess water from the tips of veins or from the margins of leaves. Transpiration helps in the distribution of water and minerals in plants. Yes. How? Because it is provided by the suction force. As a result of transpiration, a suction force is built up which helps in the ascent of sap, or upward ascent of sap is the upward conduction of water and minerals. So it is transpiration which provides a suction pull which is exerted on the column of water in the xylem, which contains these mineral salts, and thus transpiration helps in the distribution of water and minerals in plants. Hope this session is clear. If you have any doubts, please ask your doubts and give your suggestions in the comment section. Thank you.